according to the Rainforest Action Network, 3.5 to 7 billion trees are cut down annually, and approximately 7 million acres of forest are lost each year. There is a total of 4 billion acres of forest in the world, according to Global Forest Resource Assessment 2015. Good evening, everyone. My name is Jena Smith, and I am here to talk to you about how urbanization affects deforestation and how recycling can be used to decrease it. So, urbanization leads to deforestation, more specifically, the extensive demand for paper and forest products by the increasing number of people moving to urban areas causes forests to be cut down and leads to deforestation. Recycling will help decrease the demand for these forest products. So, in the speech we will get into the problems of deforestation, and we'll get into the main causes. Then the personal, local, and global solutions to help decrease deforestation and decrease the demand for forest products. They give us oxygen and help us live. The least we can do is not destroy them. So, deforestation has been prominent all throughout history. It's been here for hundreds and thousands of years as people need wood to survive and other needs like that. But it started becoming a problem around the 1800s when the Industrial Revolution happened. And basically, the creation of steel and iron made manufacturing easier and made it easier to clear forests and cut down more trees. But it became a really bad problem, a main concern in the 1950s when there was a major population increase, and that caused a higher demand of wood products and resources. So, some problems with it that comes from deforestation is that it decreases biodiversity in a forest and it decreases carbon sinks. Biodiversity is the diversity in an ecosystem. So with deforestation, it takes away many animals, plants, habitats, so they can't live they can't live where they used to, so they have to either migrate or they get killed. So this causes the forest to have less biodiversity, which makes it less stable. And according to Anup Shah, biodiversity is important because it helps boost the ecosystem because each animal has their role in the community. So getting rid of biodiversity can ruin a forest ecosystem. Some causes of deforestation and the solution of recycling is lack of awareness. Like, for many people, recycling is common, but not everyone knows that deforestation causes so many problems with the earth, and that they can help prevent it by recycling. And one of these problems is loss of carbon sinks. So whenever there's a forest, a forest is a carbon sink. A carbon sink means that most of the Earth's carbon dioxide is stored in a forest. So whenever they clear a forest, the carbon dioxide gets released in the atmosphere and causes a lot of problems for the Earth. So many people aren't aware of all of these problems. For example, my school wasn't aware of this problem, and they waste tons of paper each year. And also, many of my peers didn't recycle at home, so this speech is to help create awareness for recycling. And also, there's lack of regulations when it comes to cutting down forests, as large corporations can get greedy and they can just do whatever they want, and it destroys the earth and destroys the forests that help us live, thrive. So there are many solutions to deforestation, and well, not to deforestation, but to decrease deforestation in the community. So since the leading cause of deforestation is demand of forest products like wood, paper, and different types of oils like palm oils, a solution would be to help recycle. So what is recycling? According to the United States Environmental Protection Agency, recycling is the process of collecting and processing materials that would otherwise be thrown away in the trash and turning them into new products. So this is necessary because when you recycle, you reduce waste going into landfills, you conserve natural resources, prevent pollution, and it saves energy. So one of these natural resources that recycling conserves is wood. Wood comes from trees, so when you recycle, it means that they don't have to cut as many trees down. So that would help a lot. So one solution, and this is the personal solution, is to start recycling at home. You can do this by getting a recycling company to go onto your route, and they'll pick up your recycling probably like twice a week. And that would, even a little bit, will help the environment somehow and maybe lead to a chain reaction. Second is starting local solution, which is starting to recycle at school or work. So there's a lot of paper that comes from schools and is constantly thrown away by schools, and this would help the environment so much. For example, as I said before, my school didn't have recycling, and I just saw tons of paper getting thrown away each day. So me and my robotics team decided to start recycling at our school. We put bins in each room, and we ended up getting a company to come to our school, and there was a dumpster, and one time we went into there and we went to look at it, and the dumpster was half full. So that just shows how much paper is wasted in half a week. And lastly is the third solution, which is the global solution, and this solution is to get the government involved and get the government to start regulating forest conservation rules, so that large corporations can't take advantage of a forest and start clearing them and end up hurting the environment. So how do you want to leave the earth? How do you want to leave the earth for the future generations? So urbanization leads to deforestation, more specifically the extensive demands for paper and forest products by the increasing number of people, and causes more forests to be cut down and leads to deforestation. And recycling can help prevent that and reduce it. And with deforestation comes problems and causes, and there's a global, local, and individual solution, which is finding ways to recycle. So do your part and help save the trees. Thank you for your time. Any questions?
So why did you choose this topic?
I chose this topic because it was important to me, as I said before, I started recycling at my school. So it felt like a topic I knew a lot about and that I wanted to share with other people. so that hopefully they could start recycling.
So how do you start recycling at school?
So what I did was I talked to my principal first, and so you talk to them and you find a company, and we found buckets to put in each classroom, and they basically funded everything and got the janitors to take the recycling with the garbage.
So how would you recycle in general?
So at home, you'd find a recycling company that has a route that goes to your house or your neighborhood, and they will pick up your recycling probably like once a week. So all you have to do is they give you a recycling basket and you fill it up and leave it outside and they take it. Okay, thank you for your time.